Sometimes I just make noise to amuse the people who will eventually watch this in replays. I got them backwards. And push the button. Hey! Things look a little different. Things look a little different for a couple of reasons. One of which is that we have more lights. We have significantly more lights now. We have 2 lights instead of 1 light. And then we have the 1 light in the middle of it. Yes. The girl from Ipanema, or as I like to put it, the nerd from Ipanema. Because that's what it comes out with the traditional kazoo accompaniment. Oh my gosh. So yeah, hey Rob, how's it going? Once again, it looks like our built-in chat thingy is being the dumb. Very annoying. The chat thingy is being the dumb in regard to YouTube for some reason. I don't know why. Gonna check to see if there's anything particular that has to happen. Doesn't look like it. Hide delay. I'm just gonna... There's no delay on the chat as far as I'm concerned. Of course, it could just be that everything else is being dumb. But that's alright, because after all, it is not truly a Troubadork show without gratuitous technical screw-ups. So yeah. This up here indicating something. You see, this next week, I will be at the Southtown Show Club at Bar Ludovine in southern San Antonio. And I will be doing my magic thing at a burlesque show. And there's 2 shows happening. One at 7:30 and one at 9:30, I think it is. Check them out. Check their website to make sure. But I'll be doing an 8-minute turn. I'll be doing the Mongolian Pop Knot. The trick that pretty much made the show, as far as I was concerned. Certainly the longest thing I do in the entire act. And it's an easy one to do. I can do it. I have done it in my sleep. I have done it under profound cold meds. You never know. I may show up. Yeah, you know, honestly, Rob, if suddenly you just pop up here, I expect something weird to... I always expect something weird to happen. Yes. That's right. I will be at a burlesque show. I've done burlesque shows before as a variety entertainer. And I'm going to do it again. Well, I did post it on my Tobias page. But yes, and I haven't promoted it as vigorously as I might, but it's just been a really bloody complicated month. August so far has been every bit as complicated as July was, but for different reasons, which is funky. So yeah, so I'll be doing magic there, and it will be fun, and I will make a little coin, and it's a local gig, so I don't have to travel very far, and feel very good about that. I'm trying to find more things that I can do in town, and San Antonio is a big enough town, you'd think they would actually have more than one variety show. Not often. It's really bizarre that way. It could certainly support a variety show, but, you know, there we are and there we is. So today's set list is a bunch of random stuff that just seemed like a good idea as I put it together. I don't really have a theme. Again, I've not been thinking about themes very much often, but this one is a song which I have to say I really do enjoy playing. It was inspired by Kay, who is one of my longtime Patreon peeps and also a longtime supporter of adequacy in general. Kay turned me on to this cartoon, this comic. And now, see, now Rob's comment shows up, see? I don't know what it is, Rob. It just, you had to say something kind of somewhat inappropriate for it to kick in, I think. I don't know. The laws of comedy. That's how it works. But Kay turned me on to the Cat's Cafe webcomic right over here. And this one got posted. That's on my OnlyFans. Now, my OnlyFans is just footage of me staring at fans. Ceiling fans, box fans, hand fans. A fan of cards. The movie Fantasia 2000. So this was inspired by this cartoon right here, Cat's Cafe, always very wholesome. And so yeah, and this is pretty much something you could expect to hear, like a 4-hour version of if Fish decided to cover it. Maybe we'll do that this and see how it goes. Platypus, postman. Platypus, postman. Neither rain nor snow, nor sleet nor hail can make the platypus postman fail. Even in a flood he's still not stuck, 'cause the platypus postman swims like a duck. Platypus postman. Platypus postman. Even through the mud they can't be beat, yeah, they never sink because of their web feet. Not a dog will chase him or leave a mark, 'cause the hounds of THUD confused to bark. Hey Richard, you're in time! Platypus postman. Platypus postman. In the gloom of night he'll safely walk, 'cause the platypus postman glows in the dark. It's the darndest thing that you've ever seen, for the postman's bioluminescent green. That's science! Platypus postman. Platypus postman. In the coldest rain they won't endure, they're protected by their thick coarse fur. Of all the post carriers on the scene, only one of them is a monodream. I'm so proud of that line. Platypus postman. Platypus postman. Platypus postman. Believe in the platypus postman. Platypus postman. He's got my mail. Platypus postman. Richard! I am fantastically pleased to see that your internet is at least working for now. This is good. Richard is in a situation where he doesn't always have control over his interwebs. And Richard has also been one of our longtime supporters here at the Troubadork Non-Commute show, as we are in show number 306. Dang! Yes, 306 shows over the course of 4 years. Yow! I think it was 4 years. Pretty sure we started this in... Well, I've got it written down. I can check. I really do need to update the list, but I can tell you that the first show number 1, was 19 March 2020. Dang. Long frickin' time. This is arguably one of the longest things I've done the longest consistently for a long time. Second only to being alive, being married, and being unable to stop talking. So, it's pretty nice. So, about that, yeah, I've done burlesque shows before. I've emceed burlesque shows. I performed at variety shows. I'm always startled that there are not more variety shows in San Antonio, Texas, because San Antonio is both a big city and a small town at the same time, and we have this booming tourist industry, and you'd think that a variety show would be the kind of thing you get people to sit down and pay for drinks for. Wouldn't you? I would. I have, heck. Who the heck am I talking about? So here we are once again. It hasn't gone too far out of tune. I want you to notice something here. I'm plucking the 3rd string and I'm turning the knob on the 4th string because I'm tired. There we go. There we go. G, C, E, A. All right. Once again, it's been a series of weeks. I took a little time off of the day job at the beginning of July. And we'll have Labor Day off at the beginning of September. But August is just this long march. And July always seems to go a lot longer. July takes longer than any of us think it really ought to. I'm not sure why. I really am not. What else to talk about? I think I mentioned, I filled out my paperwork for, Steampunk November, so I will definitely be performing at Steampunk November in Mansfield, Texas in November. We would be going there anyway. That's what we go to for Amy's birthday weekend. So whether I'm performing or not, so I'm performing, and that means I can make a little pass the hat money that we can then use to spend on, trinkets and stuff with gears on it and things of that nature. Stuff of that magnitude, Got the Southtown Show Club this month. Next month is the Sherwood Forest Celtic Festival, and I'll be playing, among other things, The Caber Always Wins, a few other things if I can remember to get them all written up, and of course, Faye's Lament, also known as I Couldn't Run Away with the Faye ran away from me, and stuff like that, and it should be fun. And I will probably also play this next song there, because it is a song that everybody seems to like, and it's a song that I can get away with playing, because it's a riff. Yes, a riff, that's what it is. It's a satire. I'm covered under that. Because a long time ago, I made a joke about the little-known and less understood game of the seafaring wizarding world known as SQUIDDITCH. I thought the joke was done there, but my friends all kept commenting on it. Yeah, the secret of my original unique sound tuning. We tune because we like people. I thought SQUIDDITCH was done as a gag, but no. My friends continued to riff on it until I sat down and wrote out the official rules of SQUIDDITCH, which I will now attempt to read to you. I believe I have them here. Yes. The International Seafaring Rules of SQUIDDITCH. Rule number 1, at no time will any member of either team be completely sober. Rule number 2, play continues with no time limit until a goal is scored. Fighting begins immediately thereafter. Rule number 3, bribing the officials is officially prohibited and will be graded rigorously based on the amount and quantity of the bribe. Rule number 4, a squid to the face is always funny, provided it's someone else's face. Rule number 5, there is no such thing as water squidditch, there's only everyone's falling off their mops, mate. Rule number 6, stop hitting each other with your mops, that's what the squid is for. Rule number 7, in the event it becomes too dark to play properly, players may attempt a Lumos spell, or failing that, light the squid on fire. Good luck with that. Rule number 8, the game ends when the squid finally escapes. Rule number 9, in the event that all players are too covered in ink to be distinguishable as teams, the play goes into sudden death, possibly of the squid. Okay, the 9 rules of Squidditch. I thought there was a 10th one. I may have to write a 10th one now, because I've now said that there's a 10 rules. Rule number 10 is at no time is any of this supposed to be taken seriously. That's a good rule. Maybe I'll write that down. While those wizards fly above the ground, they drop too fast, they die. Us sailing wizards have a game that's grand from start to finish. I speak, of course, of the legendary seafaring game of Squidditch. Mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to bludge your sternum mid, and you also have the chance to belt your best friend with the squid. Yay, Squidditch! I will note that when I wrote the song, I realized that that was the only time I had actually named the game in the entire song was that verse. So I've added a rousing cheer of Yay, Squidditch to the chorus. So I sing it, and I'm out there with other people, and they sing it with me. I do not feel so dumb. Load up on rum and bring your chum, shine up your flying mop. For the game is played from dusk till dawn until all the sailors drop. No points are scored, no numbered board will tell you if you've won. But if all of us are in the drink, I guess the game is done. 'Cause there's no such thing as water squidditch. There's just a look. Everybody was too drunk and fell off their mops. Someone fetch the towel. Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to bludge your sternum mid, and you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squidditch! A game of skilling daring, it calls for all your wit and luck. If you see a cephalopod fly by, well, I'd suggest you duck. For you have to stay upon your mop, and that takes all your wit. For a squid will try to cuddle just whatever it is. Which is why the scientific term for squid, and I looked it up on the internet, so you know it's gotta be true, is cuttlefish. Sorry, oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to bludge your sternum mid, and you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squidditch! We swoop and strive and spin and strive and carrying into space. 'Cause you never know when you'll end up with the squid stuck to your face. Ew, for the peril here is very real, and that, my friend, is that. For a sailor's game time's ending in a damp, resounding splat. Although, honestly, the actual sound made by a live squid adhesing to a human face is more along the lines of but I can't rhyme that. And I have tried. Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to bludge your sternum mid, and you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squidditch! The game is fast, done far too fast. We all are in the drink, and you cannot tell whose team is which because of all the ink. It's a squid. So I guess that means the game is done. The squid has swum away. Let's clean up ourselves and go dry off and brag about the day. Because no matter how many times you tell it, the story of when your best friend caught a squid right in the mush never gets old. Does it? Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to bludge your sternum mid, and you also have a chance to belt your best friend with a squid. One more time. launch him up and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. The puny ball would have the gall to bludge your sternum mid, and you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. You also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. The point of this game is you can belt your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squidditch! Oh. I do love me that song. I really do. I enjoy it a great deal. Does that mean that Cthulhu just wants a snack and a good cuddle? Maybe. I did write a song, I wrote Cthulhu time, actually, about something similar to that, but there is actually a schism in the whole Cthulhuid cultist thing between those who want Cthulhu to eat them first, and those who want Cthulhu to eat them last. There's a lot of arguing and yelling and pulling of tentacles, and it gets very ugly indeed. Hello? Oh, my goodness me, my goodness me. It is still stupidly hot out here in South Texas. According to my watch, it is 104 degrees outside right now. Up in Chicago, where my sister lives, it's a comfortable 78. But then again, it also gets to -5 up there. It has gotten into the negative degrees here in San Antonio for a couple of years, knock wood. And, but I am of one of those people, and others disagree, including my wife, that there's such a thing as too hot more than there is too cold, because with too cold, you can put on more layers. With too hot, there's a certain point at which you removed everything you can comfortably and feasibly remove. That's why we have air conditioning, and that's why we have a generator, because we have the utmost faith in the Texas power grid. It will probably kick on more because of the cold than the heat, though, because we keep our air conditioner set to around 78 to 80 degrees, as Rob will vouch. It's because Amy, my lovely wife, was born on the sun. The next song we're going to sing is a song that I did not write. It is a Quigley song. Our good friend, Quigley Finch. The mighty, mighty Quigley Finch of the Sea Dogs, of Dogs and Doublets, of Salty Walt and the Rattlin' Rat Lions, of a lot of things, and honestly, I think he's always going to look like he's in his mid-20s, and I kind of resent him for that. But, you know, some people have the genes. I do not. I have the comedy sidekick genes. Of course, he also has the scary bus driver genes, because that was apparently part of his audition, was to just turn his back on the people he was auditioning and then turn around and look at them. Everybody stick your arms out of the bus! And they said, we need to hire this man. But this is a song that he wrote, and I've played it, and he's heard me play it, and he has given me permission to continue playing it. Although, the way I play it is different from the way he plays it, but that's what folk music is all about, isn't it? Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and the crew be bold, the boatswain's old, and we all do love a grog. The captain was the toughest man what ever sailed the seas, until one thing finally struck him down, was a nasty French disease. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Oh, the captain finally met his match, old France, she finally won. The first mate sat beside him for the setting of the sun, and the last words of the captain to the good crew of the dog was that none shall ever take his place till they find the captain's log. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So we searched down in the scuppers and we searched up in the nests. For a time we kept our spirits high with our witty words and jests, but soon a gloom enveloped us thick as a pea soup fog. For no matter where we looked, we could not find the captain's log. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So at last we took to the great big book that the captain brought to sea, in which he put each day's events as a written history. But no matter where we searched inside that vast and lofty tome, we could not find where the captain's log had chosen for to roam. Oh, we sailed the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. For the many logs that we did find, they all did look the same. But we never once found the piece of wood inscribed with the captain's name. Oh, we sailed the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Yes, we sailed the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. I do love that song because it has a built-in facepalm when I'm playing it for a live audience. You can actually see people in use, and I'll go, oh, God. The thermostat used to be on the wall between our desks. I am a cold-weather human, but if Amy beat me to the work, yes. Amy and Rob used to work together a way back a long time ago for a company, which I think is no longer in evidence because it wasn't a great company to begin with. Now, my friends, we've reached the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right. The final song in our set today. And this was one of those that just kind of hit one day, and I started riffing on it, and like a lot of things, I riffed on it on the internet, and I was inspired to continue riffing on it on the internet. And then I had to learn the chords because it was very clear I was going to have to play this at some point. Because really, with everything that we do with Renaissance fairs and festivals and historically themed events, all I really want to be is Renaissance minstrel, minstrel, minstrel. I pray thee, my Lord, will you hear this song? It took me years to write, but will not take too long. It's based on a sonnet by a man named Kit, and I want a patron because I long to be a Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, 'tis a noble saga of a wandering knight, and his lady's love keeps him up at night. His son's a lowly squire to schlepp his horse. It's a steady job, but he wants to be a Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, Renaissance minstrel, minstrel, minstrel. There's 100 verses, give or take a few. I'll be writing more in a week or two. I can make it Latin if you like the sound. Said producer Simon, but I wanna be a Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel. If you do enjoy it, I could sing it there. I get so tired of wandering from fair to fair. If you must return and send it to the king, he'll just put his name on it and call himself a Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, Renaissance minstrel, minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, minstrel. Alas, my love, you do me wrong, minstrel. There's no good way to end this song, minstrel. They usually say it out, you see, minstrel. I'll try and end artistically, minstrel. Spirit Wolf, go for comedy. Pull! There we are! Once again, somehow, despite all expectations, we have made it to the end of yet another Troubadork Non-Commute show. Here we are once again, here in the room known as Away, in the house known as Odoroki, in an undisclosed location in San Antonio, Texas, where a Mexican restaurant can have a thriving business in the parking lot of another Mexican restaurant. thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you. I'm really jazzed to see Richard. I'm really jazzed to see all of y'all, actually. Because you folks will hang out with me and basically hang out with what is effectively a... I'm going to put a comment here before the show's over. Cat-like reflexes, that's right. Effectively, open rehearsal with kibitzing. And I'm good with that. I'm very good. A lot of my shows, like live shows, are open rehearsals with kibitzing. That's why I have the official disclaimer of the Tobias the Adequate Troubadork show, which is... I am not very good at this. Amazing how useful this button is. And you can get one of these, as a matter of fact. Just drop me a note at tobias@theadequate.com. For $3, I will send you a button. For $5, I will send you 3 buttons. And for $10, I'll send you one of every button I have. And at this point, that's a number of buttons, honestly. It's a little weird. I'm working on making wooden versions of this, which means I can take this out to Renaissance festivals and historically themed events and try and talk Madman Maverick into using the powers of fire to make wood into things that I can then sell. But we'll see how that goes. So where are we? Southtown Show Club, like I said, that's happening here in August. In September will be the Sherwood Forest Celtic Festival, which is just Friday and just Saturday, not Sunday this year. In November, Steampunk November will actually be the Saturday and Sunday, but not the Friday. I don't know. I don't run these things. I'm just the talent. But yeah, so Bar Ludovine, September 17th, I'll be doing 2 shows in the evening. Sherwood Celtic Festival on September 9th, I'll be doing, I guess, 4 shows, maybe, as many as they'll let me. Steampunk November, November 10th is actually going to be 11th and 12th. That's going to be Saturday and Sunday. A bunch of shows. I don't know how many shows. I'm going to do a lot of them. I'm going to play a lot of music and make noises, and it'll be fun. December, I don't have anything planned. January will be Kerrville, and then, talent is the technical term for it. It's not production, it must be talent. But I will be doing the Kerrville Renaissance Festival in late January, early February, and then somewhere around April, hopefully I'll be doing some weekends at the Sherwood Forest Fair, and I may even manage to con somebody into letting me do a couple of weekends at the Scarborough Renaissance Festival. I don't know. We're going to find out. It'll be fun. You can support Adequacy in our lifetime through my Patreon, just like my long-suffering Patreon patrons, who happen to be in no particular order except as it scrolls across the bottom of the screen: Tim, Kay, Jen, Joe, Austin, Chris, Teppo, Isaac, Jasper, Linda, Ann, Rob, Steve, BK, Richard, Brian, and Laureen, my long-suffering editor, without whom Artisanal Gibberish would not actually be as much of a little tiny thing as it is, and it would make me an even smaller, niche market, internet, micro-celebrity. I will happily do scrolling advertising. Just drop me a note. I'll happily drop it in here, because it means that I have more content to roll down here to keep people interested while I'm babbling, and that's always a thing that I do. Well, it's about that time to head them up and roll them out like raw hides, so be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Be safe. Be silly. Care about people. Treat people like people and not things. Trans rights are human rights. Human rights are human rights. Treat people like people. It's amazing how easy it is to say that. And it's amazing who gets angry at you when you do. Fight fire with marshmallows, because it makes our opposition angry, and also, all else fails, that means you have a burning marshmallow you can throw at somebody, and those suckers stick and they burn. See? Yeah, I think that's enough out of me. Thank you all once again for hanging out with me. You have been wonderful. I continue to be Tobias the Adequate, and I thank you for encouraging my behavior. We'll see you all next time. Take care. Aloha. See ya.